First up for the modern smart home is the Dreame H12 Pro. It transforms the worst chore into an easy, automated glide. Let's roll the test.
My initial skepticism about these all-in-one wet-dry vacuums has genuinely dissolved. The biggest surprise wasn't its raw power, which is impressive, but how utterly maintenance-free the hot air-drying dock makes the whole experience. This thing efficiently cleans your floors, and then it cleans itself. Design and build quality. Out of the box, the H12 Pro feels substantial, weighing about 10 pounds with full tanks. It is built mostly from robust plastic, and the handle is ergonomic and placed well. Compared to my old Tinico S3, the Dreame feels a little heftier, which translates to a sense of quality but slightly less agility darting around tight chair legs. I really appreciate the simple, vibrant LED display that changes color from green to red based on detected dirt. However, I have one real complaint about the physical design: the dirty water tank assembly. The rubber seal and the separator for solids can be tricky to reassemble perfectly, and if you forget to rinse it immediately after a heavy mess, the smell can quickly embed in the plastic. It feels like the dirty water tank plastic could be a little more robust to withstand clumsy handling. Key features in action. The two features that sell this machine are its edge-to-edge cleaning and the automated drying system. Edge cleaning is phenomenal. Unlike older models, the roller brush extends almost entirely to one side, letting me clean flush against baseboards and cabinet kickplates. I used to have a 2-inch dirt margin along my counters where I had to follow up with a cloth, and the H12 Pro eliminates that in one pass. The second feature, the auto mode with dirt detection, is genuinely smart. I noticed the motor ramp up significantly on a dried coffee spill in my hallway, and the display instantly flashed red, indicating heavy soil. It adjusts the water flow and suction on the fly, optimizing both power and battery life when the floor is just lightly dusted. Crucially, the hot air drying cycle is a total game changer. I just park it on the dock, hit the button, and walk away. An hour later, the roller brush is bone dry, completely eliminating the mildew and sour water smell that was constant with every other wet vacuum I have tested. Performance and daily reality. In terms of raw performance, the 300-watt motor pulls sticky messes and pet hair with authority. During one accidental testing scenario involving a dropped, uncooked egg and shell, it vanished in a single forward pass, leaving virtually no streak behind. The machine uses a self-propulsion system, which is powerful, almost too powerful. It feels like an eager puppy dragging you forward. You have to actively brace against it when pulling the unit back or turning corners, which can be tiring during long runs, especially if you are maneuvering around small spaces. On auto mode, I reliably get about 30 to 35 minutes of runtime. This is enough for my entire 1,400 square foot downstairs hard floor area, thanks to the larger 900 milliliter clean water tank. It is important to remember that this time will drop significantly if you spend a lot of time in ultra mode, or if the battery degrades over a few years, which is a real concern given the fixed internal battery. Limitations and trade-offs. My main long-term reservation is that non-replaceable battery. If the runtime dips below 30 minutes in 2 years, the unit is essentially a heavy dock ornament. Secondly, despite having a suction-only mode, you cannot truly dry vacuum because the roller stays damp from previous use. If you want to vacuum an area rug or dry debris on hardwood without adding moisture, this is not the right tool. It is built for simultaneous vacuuming and washing. Finally, the boot up time is bizarrely slow. It takes a few seconds to respond to the power button, making quick cleanup grabs less instantaneous than they should be. Final verdict. The Dreame H12 Pro is arguably the best wet-dry floor cleaner in its price range right now, primarily because the hot air drying solves the single, most frustrating part of the job. Buy this if you have mostly hard floors, you manage pet messes or spills frequently, and you want a truly low-maintenance, 2-in-1 machine that provides exceptional edge cleaning. Skip this if you need a true handheld dry vacuum for quick carpet messes, you want a machine that can be easily repaired with a replaceable battery, or if you prefer a lighter, more agile machine for extremely tight spaces.
Next is the Amazfit Balance. It actively monitors your body composition and daily readiness, acting like a health coach on your wrist. Here is the breakdown.
I spent 3 weeks trying to make the Amazfit Balance my primary health and lifestyle tracker, and I realized almost immediately that the marketing team is focusing on the wrong thing. They want you to care about the AI wellness coach, but there is a specific hardware choice regarding the sensor array and display efficiency that makes this watch a massive threat to Garmin, yet a potential deal breaker for Apple fans. I'll explain exactly who is going to find this frustrating after we look at how it actually performs in the wild. Design and build, first contact. The Amazfit Balance feels like a high-end Swiss watch that went to the gym. The chassis is a blend of aluminum alloy and fiber-reinforced polymer, weighing in at a mere 35 grams without the strap. When you compare that to something like the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, which can feel like a small anchor on your wrist during a run, the difference in fatigue is noticeable. Materials: 1.5-inch AMOLED protected by anti-glare glass and a metallic bezel. Ergonomics: the dual-button setup includes a physical rotating crown. Unlike the haptic touch bezels on some competitors, this crown offers actual tactile feedback, which I found invaluable when my hands were sweaty during a high-intensity interval session. The fit: it's 10.6 millimeters thin. It slides under a dress shirt sleeve easily, which is rare for a watch with a 475 mAh battery. But here's the thing. While it looks premium, it lacks the sapphire crystal found on the more expensive Garmin Venu 3 or Apple Watch Ultra. In my testing, the anti-glare coating did a great job in the LA midday sun, but you'll want a screen protector if you're prone to banging your wrist against door frames. Key features: performance versus hype. The Balance name comes from the new BIA, or Bioelectrical Impedance Analysis sensor. It's the same tech Samsung uses to measure body fat and muscle mass. Real-world test: I compared the BIA readings against a professional-grade smart scale. The watch was consistently within 1.5% of the scale's body fat percentage. Is it medical grade? No. Is it enough to track a 3-month fitness trend? Absolutely. The GPS. This is where Amazfit earns its keep. It uses a circularly polarized dual-band GPS antenna. I took it for a run through urban canyons in downtown Chicago, where most watches lose their mind. The Balance tracked my path with a deviation of less than 2 meters from the actual sidewalk. Zepp Flow. This is their AI voice assistant. I was at a loud, crowded coffee shop and whispered, "Set a timer for 10 minutes." It caught it on the first try, bypassing the need to fumble through menus. Battery life and power management. If you're coming from an Apple or Samsung ecosystem, the battery life here will feel like a superpower. Manufacturer claim 14 days. My measured result: 10 days with the always-on display enabled, 24/7 heart rate monitoring every 1 minute, and 4 45-minute GPS-tracked workouts per week. Heavy use. If you turn on every beta AI feature and use dual-band GPS for 2 hours a day, you're looking at 5 days. Thermal performance. During a 60-minute outdoor yoga session in 85 degrees Fahrenheit, the watch remained cool to the touch. Unlike some Wear OS devices, I saw zero performance throttling or cooling down warnings. The trade-off for this longevity is the lack of a true cellular or LTE option. The watch prioritizes being a long-haul tracker over being a standalone phone replacement. Ecosystem and long-term value. This is where the long-term value starts to crumble for some, but flourishes for others. Software updates. Amazfit recently updated their policy to offer 3+ years of support for the Balance. This is a huge shift for a brand previously criticized for launch-and-forget hardware. Repairability. The iFixit style reality is grim. Like most 5 ATM water-resistant watches, the screen is glued. If you snap the ribbon cable or crack the glass, a repair is often 50 to 60% of the device cost. 3-year projection. Base price $249. Subscriptions: Zepp Aura AI Sleep is $69 per year. Optional but pushed heavily. Total about $450 over 3 years. Still cheaper than a Garmin Venu 3 up front. The competition battle. When I put the Amazfit Balance against the Garmin Venu 3, the trade-offs are crystal clear. The Garmin Venue 3 offers a much deeper sports ecosystem, Garmin Connect, and better integration with third-party sensors like power meters, which gives you more pro-athlete data. However, the Amazfit Balance wins on display quality and price. For $200 less, you get a higher resolution screen and the BIA sensor that Garmin simply doesn't offer. You're essentially choosing between Garmin's prestigious sports data and Amazfit's superior hardware for the money and lifestyle aesthetics. Unexpected strengths. What Amazfit doesn't shout about is the readiness score. I was skeptical, but after a night of poor sleep following a late-night flight, the watch gave me a readiness score of 42 out of 100 and specifically warned me that my resting heart rate was 6 beats higher than my baseline and suggested I skip my heavy lifting session. I ignored it, went to the gym anyway, and felt like absolute trash. The watch knew I was redlining before I did. That's the balance advantage in one moment. Limitations, the bitter truth. Here's the reality aggressive marketing campaigns won't tell you. The third-party app ecosystem is the weakest link because Zepp OS is not Wear OS or Watch OS. While you have basic apps like Spotify controllers or GoPro remotes, you cannot download a native Starbucks app, a robust Google Maps, or specialized hiking apps like AllTrails. This means you are heavily dependent on Amazfit's first-party tools. To avoid this, you'd have to buy a Samsung or Apple Watch, but you'd be trading the 10-day battery life for a 1-day battery. And also, regarding that open loop from the start, the one design decision that makes this unusable for some, the lack of a dedicated internal speaker for music. While it has a speaker for calls and AI voice, it won't play your music tracks directly. You must use Bluetooth headphones. For the run without my phone crowd who hates earbuds, this is a non-starter. The final verdict, buy or skip. Buy this if you are a fitness enthusiast who wants 80% of Garmin's features for 50% of the price. You're tired of charging your watch every night but still want a vibrant 60 Hz AMOLED screen. You value aesthetic versatility. It looks just as good with a suit as it does with a sweatband. Skip this if you need LTE connectivity to leave your phone at home entirely. If you are a hardcore athlete who needs to pair ANT Plus power meters or specialized cycling sensors. You rely on a specific niche app like a specific blood glucose monitor or smart home controller that only exists on Apple or Google's platforms.
Closing with the Dyson V15 Detect, which counts and sizes microscopic dust particles in real time to guarantee a clean floor. Watch this.
At first, I was skeptical. Dyson's marketing often promises revolutionary tech, but in daily life, you just want something that picks up dirt fast and doesn't feel like a chore to use. After living with it through weekly deep cleans, pet hair battles, and those quick after-dinner crumb sweeps, I came away both impressed and occasionally frustrated. The laser dust detection really surprised me, not just as a gimmick, but as a genuinely useful tool. Still, this is a premium vacuum with a premium price, and that means expectations are high. Design and build quality. The V15 Detect Plus feels solid and well-balanced once you get used to its shape. Dyson sticks with its familiar stick format, but the handle and trigger setup feel more refined this time. It's mostly made from high-grade plastic, yet nothing feels flimsy. The click-in connections are satisfying, and the attachments lock with a clean snap. The build is lightweight enough for one-handed cleaning, though after 20 minutes, the top-heavy design can feel tiring if you're doing ceiling corners or long stretches of stairs. Compared to competitors like Shark's Strato series, the Dyson feels more premium in the hand, though Shark's designs are sometimes more ergonomic. Still, the V15's modular setup and sleek aesthetic look right at home in a modern apartment or a tech-filled house. Key features in action. The laser dust detection is easily the headline feature. At first, I rolled my eyes. A green laser to reveal hidden dust felt like a party trick. Then I actually used it on my hardwood floors, and it changed the way I clean. The laser highlights fine dust and pet hair you wouldn't see under normal light. It's oddly satisfying, almost addictive, to chase down glowing specks until the floor looks spotless. You quickly realize how much dirt you were missing before. The second feature that stood out is the built-in piezo sensor. This little detail quietly counts and measures the dust particles you pick up, adjusting suction power automatically. It sounds over the top, but in practice, it means you don't have to think about switching modes. When I vacuum rugs or thick carpets, the V15 ramps up power immediately. Then, when I move back to tile, it dials back to save battery. It's smooth and genuinely useful. The third key feature is the anti-tangle hair screw tool. I've got a long-haired pet, and this is the first mini tool I've used that doesn't jam or wrap strands around the brush. I tested it on a couch that usually takes multiple passes with my old Dyson V8. This time, it cleared everything in one go. It's smaller than the main head, but perfect for stairs, upholstery, or car seats. Learning to swap tools mid-session takes a few days to become second nature, but once you build the habit, you'll use them often. Performance and daily reality. In everyday cleaning, the V15 Detect Plus delivers power you can feel. Suction is strong enough to lift embedded dirt from carpets and fine dust from crevices. On hard floors, the laser head paired with the slim roller gives an almost polished finish. I've used cheaper cordless vacuums before, but none match the way the V15 transitions seamlessly between surfaces. Battery life averages around 60 minutes on auto mode, which is enough for a medium-sized home if you work efficiently. In tougher scenarios, like a thick rug full of dog hair, it doesn't struggle, though you'll hear the motor surge and battery drain faster. Emptying the bin is simple and mess-free compared to older Dyson designs. However, the trigger-style power switch still bugs me. Holding it down constantly isn't ideal during long sessions. Some competitors have solved this with a power toggle, which I wish Dyson would finally adopt. Limitations and trade-offs. No product is perfect, and the V15 Detect Plus has its share of trade-offs. It's expensive, and while the features justify some of that cost, it's still a tough sell for smaller homes or casual cleaners. The top-heavy weight can wear out your wrist on longer jobs. And while the laser head is great on hard floors, it doesn't work on carpets. You'll need to switch heads, which breaks the flow a bit. Lastly, the trigger power design might frustrate users with arthritis or wrist issues. Final verdict. Buy this if you want one of the most intelligent, thorough cordless vacuums available today. It's ideal for homes with pets, mixed flooring, or anyone who enjoys seeing exactly what they're cleaning. Skip this if you prefer a lightweight grab-and-go vacuum, or if switching attachments feels like a hassle. The Dyson V15 Detect Plus earns its price with performance and clever engineering, but it shines brightest for those who treat cleaning as a weekly ritual, not a rushed chore.